Hello there ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? It's Alexander Haley123 here and it's time for a new video. It's actually time for a new playthrough today. The first project of this kind that I've had in a while. And as you can see, it is none other than the 2002 remake of the original Resident Evil. Released back in 2002 on the Nintendo GameCube. Then in early 2015 we got a HD remaster of the game, or remake, remaster, I don't know what to call it by now. There's been so many upgrades to these classic Resi games on the 360, and the PS3, and the PC. And then we got an Xbox One and a PS4 version with 1080p and all that nonsense, and an improved PC version. This is on the Xbox One, and it is part of the Origins collection as well, which I bought with Resident Evil 0, which at the time was the only classic canon Resi game I'd never completed. It was 25 quid, and I thought, you know, it's like 12, 13 quid for each game. That's decent value because I've never played 0 before, and I ended up really enjoying that game and it was well worth it. But yeah, I thought it was about time we did a playthrough of the remake. I still have plans to do the original game released in 1996 on the channel. Obviously, I am not really a variety streamer and gamer and YouTuber, really. I focus on certain kinds of games. I do have another few projects in the pipeline, but this is definitely one of the most important ones that I wanted to do. So we're going to be playing a wide display, the original controls, the original and the harder controls. Although, in saying that, you can dodge zombies easily, or easier, with alternate controls, but I just do not like them. Call me old school, I prefer original, I really do. And here, we've got 3 difficulties. When you start from a new file save, like I have here, basically, the bottom one is very easy, that is easy, and that is normal. But of course, when you're in your first playthrough, it seems like that's hard, that's normal, and that's easy. But that's not the case. There's a harder difficulty than these 3. You've got to complete the game to unlock it though. And then the next time you play, it won't have this question here. It'll actually just be very easy, easy, normal, and hard. Don't know why they did that back in the day. They should have just shown you the difficulties. But anyway, the top one here is normal difficulty, and that's what we're going to be playing on. There isn't actually that much difference between normal and hard, in my opinion. But I'm no expert on this game because I didn't grow up with it, you see. I grew up with the original. But this isn't really a walkthrough, it's just a playthrough. It shouldn't take that long. Each video is going to be between 20-30 minutes, and my quickest playthrough this was 2 hours 56. So I know the game pretty well, but I'm not great at it. But we should be able to get through it with just a few saves without dying. I'm going to be watching cutscenes as well, which I don't usually do, so that's different for me. You know, when you love a game, you play it so often that you skip the cutscenes. When you actually watch them, it's quite refreshing, because you usually don't. But yeah, we're going to be playing as Jill as well, by the way. But I do intend to do a playthrough as Chris Redfield, not Chris Roydfield, as he is seen there. But it's easier as Jill, and I prefer to play as Jill myself. Supposedly she's got a little less health, but it's not like Rebecca and Billy in 0. Billy has tons more health than Rebecca. I do hope to do 0 in the future, but it's a really hard game. But anyway, let's get into this shit. Oh, that boy Racer outside's excited. So am I. I'm going to turn the microphone off for the opening cutscene. I'll be back with you guys in a few minutes.
Alpha Team is flying around the forest zone, situated in northwest Raccoon City, where we are searching for the helicopter of our compatriots, Bravo Team, who disappeared during the middle of their mission.
Found it yet?
No, not yet, Brad. Bizarre murder cases have recently occurred in Raccoon City. There are outlandish reports of families being attacked by a group of about 10 people. Victims were apparently eaten. The Bravo team was sent in to investigate. but we lost contact.
Look, Chris.
Bravo team's helicopter was a derelict. Save for the remaining body of Kevin. We continued our search for the other members, and it turned into a nightmare. This way. Damn it! Make for that mansion!
There are only 3 STARS members left now. Captain Wesker, Barry, and myself. We don't know where Chris is.
What is this place?
Not quite your ordinary house, that's for sure.
Hey, Wesker, where's Chris?
Jill, no! You don't want to go back out there.
But we've got to find...
What was that?
Chris?
No.
Jill, go and investigate.
I'm going with her. Chris and I go back a long way.
All right. You two go. I'll secure this area.
Stay sharp.
She. So we're going to have quite a few cutscenes early doors here as we get into proceedings. I'm not going to dwell too much on the story.
A dining room.
I know it very well myself, as do a lot of other people. But I feel like I can't do a playthrough of this game and skip the cutscenes. It just doesn't feel right. I can't do that.
I think you'd better take a look at this.
What is it?
Blood. Jill.
It's Chris's
see
period
if you can
blood,
find
ladies
any
and
other
gentlemen.
clues. I'll be examining this. Let's just hope it's not Chris's.
Get the hell out of here. And Barry's ultra powerful magnum for some reason takes 3 bullets on this guy.
What is it?
Look out! It's a monster!
Let me take care of it! What the hell is this thing?
I found Kenneth killed by this thing. Let's report this to Wesker.
Imagine if all the zombies took 3 magnum bullets. And then left the room after you shot them. That guy's one super zombie, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I can say.
Wesker! Jill, help me look for him. Let's not leave this hall.
Good idea.
Right, so let's just go to the 2nd floor. Oh, he's not up here. You're going to see me do the stairs hop on this game a lot, which is basically if you keep tapping the run button as you go up and down the stairs, you move a little bit faster. Just a little bit.
Barry.
But it's kind of satisfying to do.
No, nothing. What's going on around here? I can't figure it out.
Same here.
Chris, and now Wesker.
There's not much we can do. We can search for him separately. I'll investigate the dining room again.
Okay then, I'll try the door on the other side.
This mansion is gigantic. We could easily get lost. Let's start from the 1st floor.
Okay.
Oh, I almost forgot. It's a lockpick. You'd make better use of it.
So we've got a lockpick there.
Thanks. I may need it.
Listen, if something happens, let's meet up in this hall. Got it?
Okay.
Despite us saying that we were going to go in the opposite direction, we're going to go in the dining room as well. Where somehow Barry has already left. Who knows? But yeah, I've got the game audio a little bit higher than usual when I play games, either on Twitch or on YouTube, because the fact of the matter is there are a lot of times in this game when there's no music whatsoever or there's just very low ambience. It suits it very well and it's really good, but it means that I don't need the audio quite as low as I usually have it. On my Elgato I usually have it on like -18 or -15. I've got it on -12 here. So it's a bit louder, just a little bit. Anyway, I'm hoping these early zombies here are leapers, because they're easier to avoid if they make a jump at you. If they're not, then I find them quite difficult to avoid. This guy tends to be, but who knows? Yeah, he is. If they do that, then it's kind of easy. You just got to get used to dodging them, lure them in, and then move away as they try to pounce on you. But like I say, there are also ones that don't make a move whatsoever, and they're the tricky ones. I usually have to shoot them myself, personally. But we also picked up a dagger there, and they are the defensive items. I think Jill also gets kind of electrified battery, which you can stun the zombies with. And Chris gets a grenade, which he just puts in the zombie's mouth, and after a few seconds it blows up. It's actually pretty comical, the grenade, but nevertheless, they're all really good, and basically they should be seen just as a get-out-of-free-jail card, really. Allowing you to avoid a hit from zombies. There won't be tons of them on normal difficulty. There are a hell of a lot more of them on very easy and easy. And there's very few of them on hard. Anyway, that's the mansion key, and I do believe it's the sword key. I might be wrong, but I think that's the sword key. But look, this whole area here is new to Resi Remake. It wasn't in the original game. I don't know where this zombie is here. This can be quite troublesome. And he's not leaping either, which is a real pain. And that's about as bad as it can get, because within one bite we're on dark caution. Fantastic. I've managed to avoid that guy a lot in the last year I've been playing this game, but of course I'm recording, so he's bit me. It's pretty much standard. But you can already see how easy it is to die on this game. Although when you do get bit from behind, you take more damage than if you get bit from the front. I don't know why that is, to be honest, but that's the case, and within one bite you're on dark caution. Or as my gamer tag suggests, orange caution. Maybe something behind here. There is another dagger. Obviously we didn't use the dagger there, and that's the thing, you will not use a defensive item when you are bit from behind. Surprise, motherfucker. You'll only use them when you are hit from the front. But I'm not great at this game, but just through experience I know the amount of damage I can take without dying. I know how it's going to impact me, and I know where a hell of a lot of the herbs are, so we should still be fine, really. But out here is the chemical, which we will need for a puzzle later on. And there are also some other herbs out here, so I'm probably going to have to take them. It's a bit upsetting, but it's going to happen. I'm going to be getting the shotgun as well. As we nearly become a Jill sandwich in a minute. So if I take that herb and I take the chemical, I'll have one more for the shotgun. And then I'll be able to empty my inventory in the box. I love how descriptive that is, chemical to use on plants. You know, it doesn't just say chemical, chemical to use on plants. I don't know why they did that. Now, in this door to my right, there's a zombie who I think attacked us and gets out of the bath. I think I'm going to leave him in there. Because Jill does kind of kill him, but I think he comes back. I can't remember. I think there's only a dagger in there anyway, so should be fine to move on and take the shotgun. Oh, another dagger in there. Nice. And as you can see, the daggers don't take up space in your inventory, so that's definitely another plus of them.
Oh God, what did I do now? Wesker! Barry! Help!
Jill! You in there?
Barry? Get me out of here! The door's jammed!
Stand back! Grab my hand!
Barry.
That was a close one. A second late, you would have fit nicely into a sandwich.
Really? Thanks. But Barry, didn't you say you were going back to the dining room to find other clues? I'm glad and all, but why are you here?
I just had something I wanted to check. Anyway, we should get back to searching for Wesker and Chris.
Thanks, Barry. I owe you one.
Don't mention it.
The Jill Baguette. I do apologise, ladies and gentlemen, if you can hear my mother hoovering in the background. Hope it doesn't ruin the experience of playing a survival horror game. Shit. Nah, it's all very casual. It's all very casual. Give that guy the jukes, and we can empty our inventory for the first time, and also find out about a new gameplay element in a remake, which is burning bodies, burning the zombie bodies with kerosene. So there is a limited amount of kerosene in the game. Here are the kerosene tubs, here are the canisters. And you get a lighter, like Chris has a lighter all the time. Jill obviously has her lockpick, but you do get a lighter as Jill as well. And basically, when you kill a zombie, unless you get a headshot, they stay on the floor, and after a short amount of time they come back as a crimson head, which is a more powerful, faster type of zombie. But if you burn them, it stops them coming back as a crimson head. And it's just something new in the game. They're pretty cool, crimson heads, but at the same time, sometimes they annoy me. If you kill all the zombies, you really make things harder for yourself. So it pays to dodge them. But I enjoy shooting the zombies in the older Resi games like 2, 3, the original, Code Veronica, etc, etc. And in this game, you're given a consequence to shooting them. So it's just something that you have to be very wary of indeed.